$2 million! And I didn't even get anything but a headache for it. I'm going to tell you something that's painful for me to bring up. So many years ago, I was trying to buy a bank, all right? It was a nice little small bank. I had a fantastic deal worked out on it. The problem was I couldn't access enough of my money fast enough to buy the thing. It turns out banks aren't exactly cheap. I know, who would have guessed? And so I had a nice little investment account I was playing around with. I had a few $1,000,000 in there, okay? Nothing crazy, but like, you know, I was doing pretty well with it. And the market was looking like it was going to crash soon. And I realized this, and I was like, okay, I think in the next year, this market, bad things are going to happen. It's going to really, really get wrecked. And so I bought a lot of put positions. We have a video on that if you don't know what put is, but basically, if the market goes down, you're going to make some money. And I bought a ton of them, okay? I bought like $1.5 million worth of puts, all right? Now, the position was going against me a little bit. It had been a few weeks. The market had risen a few percent. I wasn't too worried, but, you know, okay, on paper, I've got a loss of a little bit. So be it. I know in the long term, because my options are for like 2 years out, I will be very good. Okay, maybe they weren't quite 2 years. It might have been 1.5 years. It's been a few years. But this bank deal I had, it was moving forward. And so, oh wow, this is clicking. The regulators are okay with me. Now I need to get my money together, okay? And funny little story, I had this business deal lined up where I was going to sell one of my businesses. We're going to sell it for like $8.5 million, okay? And I was actually going to front the guy the money for the SBA loan so that he could like use that part plus the other funding to, you know, buy the actual business out. And the problem is, you know, I had my money moving around and I had most of it locked up in this special account where the FDIC was like, hey, we're watching your money here. Don't move it and like put the rest in. So like we have verification of all these funds and like they have this whole annoying process. Honestly, if you ever want what I consider to be a colonoscopy with a wire brush, go try and buy a bank. You're going to have a very similar experience. It's nightmare. I would not wish it upon my worst enemy, honestly. But anyway, all that to say, the market was heating up a little bit, and my put position was getting squeezed a little bit. And it was like, drat, I'm down a few $100,000 on that. I'm sure it'll work out in the long term. But all of a sudden, the banker calls me, and he's like, hey, I'm such and such with Regions. If you are ready this afternoon, send in the money, and we should be able to have this thing closed in the next 2 days. And I was like, dang, to get the liquid cash to do this deal, I'm going to have to like sell a bunch of my position. Well, if I do that, I'm going to like realize a loss because, you know, the markets went up, so my put positions are worth less. I'm going to lose several $100,000. That sucks. I'm going to lose like $500,000-$600,000 if I do this. But it'll get me the $8.5 million I need so I can turn around and go finish this bank deal. That sucks. It really sucks. But, okay, I really want this bank. We've got massive plans. I have people lined up waiting to do deals with my bank. Like, okay, it's going to really hurt, but it's going to make sense. I'll do it. Fine. So I close out the position. I get all my cash rounded up. I go and deposit it in the right account at Regions. And then hey, all right, so what time are we meeting for closing on Friday? Well, sorry, we lied. He didn't actually get approved. We just thought he was going to get approved. Turns out he got declined. Yeah, apparently his credit wasn't like great or something, whatever. So he didn't get approved. So he doesn't have the money to buy your business. What do you mean? You told me he was approved and I'm fronting his down payment, and so I had to like send the money to pay the down payment for the SBA loan and the other stuff. What are you talking about? You guys approved it already, you said. Yeah, well, we thought it was going to. Sorry about that. Great. So the deal fell through because the guy couldn't get financing. Regions lied, and I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Oh, and here's the fun part, the best part, the juicy part, the part that I just remember the most. So you know that put position I had to sell out, and that was upside down and I lost a few $100,000 on? Well, guess what? If I'd held that position for 3 months, I would have made $32 million. Lose a few $100,000, make 32 million. I'll let you judge about how irritated I was. You'll probably often see me hating regions because, some reason. That's the primary one. They've done a lot of other bad things over the years, but that really is the straw that broke the camel's back. They are a terrible bank. And yes, I dislike doing business with them very, very much. That's why I went out and started buying my own banks. Maybe you will be able to take a lesson from this. Like, don't trust those lying, greedy, stupid bankers at the big banks, all right? Be careful. Have a good, friendly, local bank you work with, if at all possible. Because those people tend to be a lot more honest. And please, never, ever, ever willingly lose money on something because a banker told you something. They are not good people, unfortunately. Or at least the ones at Regions aren't. Because they'll cause you to lose $32 million for no good reason. Okay, I think I'm going to go crying some money about this. You guys have a good day. See you guys next time.